I look at this report today, I think it's fantastic. You know, for a company of this size to be doing north of an 8% comp is amazing. You know, if you look at the guidance, they're talking almost 30% earnings growth this year. So I think it's a fantastic report. And what we see in this report today is when the weather cooperates, as it did here in the fiscal Q2, people shop at Home Depot. You know, this was a complete reversal from the weakest trends in Q1. And to your point, Joe, yeah, I think that's exactly right. I think a lot of commentators out there are missing the point on housing, that these weakest type sales numbers.
There's no reason that it should be weak.
No, because jobs growth.
That's what I mean. Consumer confidence, wages are going.
I thought it was like lack of supply at the low end.
That's what we just
said. That's what I think. I think that's the point.
Well, that's a lot different than demand weakening.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the key for I'm going to lump Lowe's into this as well, is that as I look at all this data and say, okay, what really drives their business from a macro standpoint? It's typically home price appreciation. Because if you're a homeowner and your home is continuing to go up in value, you feel much more comfortable investing back in that home or taking money out.
So now they've also got to deal with online competition, I guess, or bricks and mortar versus digital stuff. They're making a transition, but they're not rushing it, or they're doing it in the right way in terms of Amazon, Walmart, whatever.
Look, I think Home Depot is doing it very smart. They're saying if their customer wants to shop online, they're there for them, but they're not pushing it. So right now, online sales at Home Depot are somewhere between maybe 6 and 7% of total company sales, which is not big, but it's probably bigger than most people thought. But I think if you really dive into that, most of that, or a big chunk of that, is pick up online. Buy it online, pick up in the store.
Pick it up. Yeah. Do you think there'll ever be a day where they'll actually be able to ship this stuff, or is it just way too much physically?
I just don't look. I don't think the product lends well to traditional.
That's right. Don't you think so? So I can think about that.
Right.
Think about that. The superstore experience of going into Home Depot. It's like,
that's the
are we ever going to not go to Bed Bath & Beyond and just do it online? It's not the same to feel the fabric or the duvet.
I'm afraid to say that I think the Bed Bath & Beyond's business is already starting to be.
Really? What are we going to do on rainy Saturdays?
Go to the movies.
Well, you know that. That's what we're
going to go to the outlet.
We're going to go to not
both.
Have
to start going to the outlet malls
separately.
We're going to have to go to the spun-off VF outlet malls that were spun off yesterday.
Tyler Matheson goes to Home Goods.
Home Goods.
Yeah, you like Home Goods? He sits in the
Bed Bath & Beyond has everything. I mean, they got grill equipment if you want to. But I agree. I mean, those big, who's going to order Home Depot stuff online? I guess eventually you will.
Through the mail, right?
And we can't minimize the service too, because most people that go to Home Depot, they're working on some project, they need that consultation. And I think that's a real key. What keeps people coming to these stores. And I think Home Depot has been very, very smart to invest aggressively in the service in their stores to help that.
So Lowe's likely will have a lift today. I mean, overall things should be going well at Lowe's. They got a Home Depot guy there now, right? Is that a threat, or can they both do well?
I think the sector's plenty big to have both chains do well. Now, the thing about Lowe's next week, the numbers that Home Depot put up today bode well for Lowe's. I don't think they'll be as good as Home Depot. I think it's going to be the same dynamic where Lowe's does not comp as well. But I don't know if it's for their stock. I don't know if it matters right now, because everyone, including myself, is very excited about what Marvin Ellison's going to do at Lowe's.
Right.
And I personally, and I've said this to our clients, Home Depot's the best company here. I think the best stock for 2018 is actually Lowe's, on the idea that Marvin comes in and really cleans up these stores.
So for the rest of the year?
That's correct.
Well, Michelle's bearish anyway, so I'm not sure you want to be putting any
I don't know if I'd share that view. But I think Home Improvement's doing well. I think Home Depot's obviously doing very well today. I think Lowe's is a cheap stock here.